Hi everybody, it's Tiffany Spalding from Totally Tiffany, and I'm here today to help you choose the best rotating design board for the way that you craft. So we currently offer 3 rotating design boards. There's the Cardmakers rotating design board, which is 9 by 5. There's the classic rotating design board, which fits 8.5 by 11. It's a little bit bigger than that, right? 9 by 11. There's the Scrapbookers rotating design board, and this is 12.5 by 12.5. And the Scrapbookers rotating design board has this really cool accessory piece, the magnetic design set. So let me just take you on a tour of each of them so that you can choose what's going to work best for you and the way you craft and the types of things that you do. Okay, I'm going to start with the Scrapbookers rotating design board, which is 12.5 by 12.5. What's unique about rotating design boards is the base plate that's underneath. That's what gives you the stability, right? So if you think about normal rotating things, the bottom is a smaller circle usually, and they're kind of tippy on the edges. Well, we built the rotating design boards with that solid base so you can really work well on it without worrying about things tipping over. This is a typical piece of 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper, so you can see it fits nicely. There, you've got a little bit of edge around it. And the beautiful thing about the rotating design board is that you can work at any area of your page without actually having to move it around. So this is great if you've got glitter glue or something sticky that's drying or inky or painty. You can use the clip, but you don't have to. Makes it really easy to move things around while you're trying to decide where to put things. So if I'm adding photos to my page, right? Get the idea of my layout. I can move it around. I can decide where do I want these? How do I want these to go? And just add things there. And it's really easy. When you're need to move that out of the way, you can just pick up your whole layout and move it out of the way. Super simple. Well, so this worked great. And then we thought, what if you could make it stick so that you could actually tip it up and look at it? And that is when we added the magnetic design set. So with the magnetic design set, you're getting this 13-inch magnetic ruler, you're getting the underlayment piece, and you're getting 8 of these super strong mini magnets. Now I want to tell you about the mini magnets. They're so strong, if you let them slam together, they will break. So be careful with them. Don't let them slam together, but they're really going to hold nicely. You can leave it flat and not use the clip, or you can clip the paper to the top, get it lined up on the numbers there. Now, where do you want those pictures? You want them centered at the 6-inch mark? Put your ruler across at 6 inches, and that magnetic ruler is so sturdy that you can literally line up the pictures there and not move the ruler, right? So you can get exactly what the location that you want, and then use your super strong mini magnets here to hold those things in place while you're designing. And even layers of flowers are going to stay in place. So once you get everything, all your design laid out, and you need to move it out of the way, it's easy to just pick it up and move it. It's also easy to tilt it up and look at it. The magnets are so strong that nothing's moving, right? So it's just a great way to pre-plan your pages and actually get everything to lay out and look good. I want to show you one quick little trick about using the rotating design boards. You can see I have this little pink piece of washi tape, and that tells me where the hole is on the back of my rotating design board because I hang them on the wall with that hole. So I know exactly where to line that up to hang it on the wall in my craft studio. So if you're hanging them up, mark where the hole is that way. So the 12 by 12 rotating design board is ideal for scrapbooking, but it's also going to work for so many other things, as are the other sizes. But if you do cake decorating, if you do floral arranging, anything that you do where you're going to want to rotate your project around, you're going to love working with a rotating design board. Here's the truth. I don't have a lot of patience, right? What I do love to do is spray paint things and change the way they look and change the color or the texture or whatever. So if I'm changing the colors in my living room and I want to take my silver vase and make it turquoise blue, I'm going to take it out in the garage and spray paint it. Well, I'm the worst because I always try to move things before they're dry. Now I just put a piece of paper on my rotating design board, set whatever I'm going to paint on there, and I can spray paint and move that item around. So I don't have to worry about the light. I don't have to worry about picking it up and getting, paint on my fingers or ruining the paint that I've done. I can get a perfect spray on that quick and easy. Same thing if you're decoupaging something or if you're hand painting something. Any project that you're going to do where you want to look at that project from all four sides, put it on a rotating design board. Again, that big base underneath is going to give you the stability so that you can actually work with different size and shapes of projects as they're spinning around. So the 12 by 12 or the Scrapbookers rotating design board is 12.5 by 12.5. And then the magnetic design tool is an extra add-on piece if you want to be able to move your projects around easily or put them up at an angle to look at them. You're definitely going to want to work with that as well. All right, one of the questions that I regularly get asked is, how did you come up with something, or how did you start that, or why did you design that? Well, the rotating design board is something that I designed for my own use. I love to color, and when coloring got popular, I was coloring everywhere, and I was trying to color in the color book or, on a clipboard or whatever, and it was just hard. It was hard to do. I couldn't do it in the car. I travel a lot, so I love to color when I travel. And I thought, what do I need? I thought, I need a board that that's the same size as my coloring pages, but that I can really move around. And that is how the first rotating design board came into being. It was just something that I needed for myself. And so this one is the standard size of coloring books, right? It's the middle size. You can see how easily it rotates around. But one of the great things about it is if you're coloring, right, you don't have to move your color book or whatever it is. You can just move your wrist and you can color all over the page. So it makes it super simple to color all kinds of designs, all kinds of, different, whether you're using markers or crayons or colored pencils, it's super simple. So the original rotating design board was designed with that in mind. Then, of course, once I got it and I started using it for all kinds of things. I use it to put something on and spray paint so I get a nice even color of paint. I used it to decorate a cake. I used it to pot a small plant that I wanted flowers all around the plant. So I wanted to make sure that everything was symmetrical and I could just spin that little pot and plant around. Any project that I'm doing where I want to see everything from every angle, I'm going to put that project right onto a rotating design board. So all of those things were great, but it was also really great if you like to draw. So if I was sketching something, it makes it easy to sketch and rotate while you sketch. That's awesome, right? Here's where it really, really shines for me though. Stamping. So if you are stamping and you want to create a random pattern on your paper, in the past, you've had to move your paper all around. And that meant two things. One, not really getting a random pattern, first of all. And second of all, probably getting ink on your fingers or smudging your pattern or any of those things. I'm going to show you one more little trick here. This is just a sticky note. I'm going to stick it to the back. And then I'm going to clip it down. So now I have access to all the edges of whatever it is that I'm stamping. And I can rotate it. Oops, I'm not a good stamper apparently. I can rotate it to get that random pattern all around the paper. And really, truly get a random pattern, right? As opposed to trying to get that random pattern and you end up with stripes or diagonal lines or whatever. So it makes it so easy if you're a stamper to stamp and get a random pattern. It also works great if you're stamping because you might stamp up here and have wet ink or you might glitter glue over here and want to work on the other side of your project. So it makes it so easy. Any project that you need to rotate around, you are going to love working with the rotating design board. This one is a great size for traveling with. It gives you enough space to draw, to color. If you like to do Zen doodling, it is really, really an amazing tool for that. If you're a Zen doodler, you know you have this small card that you're working on and you need to draw all around the edges of the card. And if you're rotating your clipboard around or whatever, it's kind of difficult. And the nice thing about this is you can leave it flat, or you can hold it in your hand, you can set it in your lap, you can take it in the car, and you can do that Zen doodling pretty simply and pretty easily. So it's just such a great multi-function tool. This size is perfect for kind of everyday use. Like I said, it's great for travel. It's kind of that standard size, so it's really easy to work with and still really very, very versatile. You're gonna love it. Okay, card makers, I'm talking to you. The Cardmakers rotating design board is the perfect accessory tool for card making. So this is my little thank you card project kit. I have everything in. This is a 2-inch punch pack. So now I have everything that I need to create these cards right here. It's all packed up. It's ready to go. Whether I'm working on it at home or I'm going to grab this little project pack off the shelf and take it on a road trip or take it to a crafting evening with a girlfriend, I've got everything together that I need. And packed in there at the top is my rotating design board for card making. So you can see it fits that small card format perfectly. You can stamp on it. You can draw on it. Again, if you like to do a Zentangle or Zen Doodle, this is a great little board for doing the Zentangle, Zen Doodle. But I've got all my supplies in here that I'm going to work with. So whether I'm going to tie on a piece of baker's twine or I'm going to add a tag, I can rotate my project around to see exactly where I want that to go. If I'm hand lettering, hand lettering is perfect for any of the rotating design boards because it's so easy to move your paper without actually getting in where you've been drawing or whatever. So all of your basic supplies, your stamps, they're all in here. I can stamp around on this card. But the best part of the Cardmakers rotating design board is, first of all, it's a design for card shape. And second of all, it's so small that you can easily pack it up along with all of the rest of your supplies and take it with you out to the couch, on a road trip, or to a crafting evening, and you've got everything together in one nice, neat little package. You're gonna love the Cardmakers rotating design board because it is so small and easy to carry with you. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more from Scrapbook.com, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a message.